Well, hello, my beautiful friends. How are you? Come on in. Welcome, welcome, guys. As you are hopping on, let me know where you're tuning in from. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Susan Norman, otherwise known as the Makeup Mimi on my other platform here on Facebook. But I'm also an entrepreneur just like you. And it is my goal to help you make more money in less time using the power of the internet with some simple systems. And so, today, what I want to talk to you about is creating your very first landing page. So, email capture form with auto response for your very first freebie. Okay. And hey guys, I don't know if I'm not seeing comments or if you guys just aren't commenting. So as you're hopping on, just say hi. Let me know you're there. Let me make sure I can see my comments. You know what? I think I'm live streaming in two different places. That's the problem. Okay. So wait, let me go here. There we go. Hey, Laurie, I see you now. Hey guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Tuning in from Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. Yay! I'm so excited to have you here today. We're excited. Guys, drop a number 1 if this is your first time watching, and drop a number 2 if you have watched before. All right, so here's the thing, guys. We're going to go ahead and get started because this is going to be a training that's going to take probably I'm going to say almost about between 25 and 30 minutes. So just remember, you can always come back and watch this again. And today is just a little teeny snippet, okay? A little teeny snippet of all the things that are going to be coming for you to learn. Today, we're focusing on how do I create my very first landing page or with auto response, okay? So let me share my screen because I want to kind of tell you exactly what we're going to talk about today. And then I'm going to kind of really quickly show you how to do it, all right? So let's go ahead and let me share my screen. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about creating your first landing page and email automation for your first freebie. And guys, if I don't see your comment for whatever reason as you're coming on, just know that I'll go back through it and I'll make sure that I answer them if you have questions for me. Okay. So first of all, there is power in building your email list, okay, to create an endless stream of new buying customers and prospective team members when you're working in the arena of social selling. For those of you that don't know my background, I've been in direct sales for 30 years. And over these last 6 to 8 years, I've really taken an interest in learning how to become more automated, right? To work in this arena of social selling, to make more money in less time, and to leverage the power of the internet to get there. And so I just want to share this. So let me just make this a little smaller for just a quick second. So why do you want to create an email list? Like, what is the importance and the significance of that? And so really what it is to develop, to cultivate relationships and to close the sale and also potentially team members. And the way that we want to get there is through offering value. We always want to lead with value first. And we can do that with simple freebies, with landing pages, and with auto responses. I'm all about having my business run on automation to be able to do more things with the little bit of time that we may have. Because let's be real, you know, as women, we wear multiple hats, right? We're mom, we're Mimi, we may work, we've got all kinds of things that are going on. And so my goal is to help you make more money in less time with these simple systems, okay? But I want to teach you how to do it. All right. So let's go ahead. I didn't mean to kind of stop there, but all right. So when you capture your target audience through the content that you create, so for example, your social media, your reels and your stories, okay? So you're going to capture your audience through social media, and then you're going to sell and recruit through the email list. So this is where you develop the relationship further by offering value to your potential client, building the know, like, and trust factor. This is why it's so important to lead with value first and to reach your target avatar. That's interchangeable with your target market, with your content and irresistible freebie offer. It's the curiosity approach, and it's the most effective way to sell passively without being spammy or salesy. You are selling to the pain points or the problems that your target audience has experienced. So when you're creating your content, think about the things that you would want to know or the problem that you experience, you know, as a consumer, and then create your content around that. So give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts if you're following me so far and if you understand if that makes sense. I'm sure a lot of you have probably already heard this before, but it's always good to be reminded. Okay. And then let me just see here. Hold on one second if we can't just move this to the next page. Oh, all right. So here's what you're going to need. You are going to need, number 1, you want to have some type of an account like Canva. This is a really great one. I love Canva. You can do so many amazing things in there when it comes to graphics, whether it's just a Facebook post, Instagram story, you know, Instagram post, if it's a template of some sort, if you're creating an ebook, if you're doing a brochure, if you want to create slides. Guys, I'm telling you, Canva is amazing. And they have a free They do have a free service. Now they have a paid one, but you can also get a free Canva account. You also want to have an email automation system that gives you the ability to create landing pages or capture forms, however you want to say that, as well as being able to have contact, like creating contact lists. Okay. Some of the examples I'm going to give you today are MailChimp. That's a free one. So if you want to start in a place where it's free, you can do MailChimp. Okay. There's another one called Constant Contact. That one's really amazing as well. That one starts at about $13 a month. And then I use a service called BombBomb, and that one runs about the low end $33 a month. The reason I like BombBomb's service a lot is because I can even create video within that platform. So I can actually record a video right in BombBomb and send it out as a video email. So I do really like BombBomb, and it's also very user friendly. But for today, I'm actually going to share with you and show you how to use MailChimp because it's a free service. And I wanted to be able to offer you something that you could get up and running today with very little or no upfront cost. Okay. The next thing you're going to want is a freebie offer. So what is that freebie going to look like for you? And then lastly, I would really highly suggest and recommend some type of a text blast system that integrates with your email system. For example, there's just a couple. There's one called Easy Text, and there's obviously there's Project Broadcast. I use a service called Easy Blast. And when I say integrates with your email server, what I mean by that is that you're able to take, like, for example, whatever you're creating in your email platform like MailChimp or Constant Contact, that you're able to take those contact lists and that it integrates over into your text blast. So for example, whenever I'm capturing names and emails and phone numbers, I can create a contact list within my email platform, and then it actually funnels those names over to my text blast system as well. So not only can I create emails to send out on whenever, I can also send out text messages. I don't know about you guys, but I'm all about, my favorite stores like Yankee Candle, or, whether you're at an Old Navy or you like JCPenney or Dick's Sporting Goods, whatever it is, are you on their VIP list? Do you get their text messages? So think like a business owner, and just remember that you too can create that relationship with your customers, because I want to stay in front of them, even if it's just a couple times per month, or if I'm offering something special, I can do that. But how are we going to start to grow that list, right, of people that are coming to you? All right. So what I will tell you is this: as I shared in the beginning, using the simple method of creating content or leading with value. So first you want to give something, right, before you can get something. So a lot of times in the social selling arena, and I was one of those people to get it wrong for a lot of years. And it's just like, we're like, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. This is so cool. Oh my gosh, you need this, right? Rather than finding a problem that our client or our perfect ideal customer might be experiencing, create some content around that, grab their attention, and then in order for them to get whatever it is you're giving them, whatever free thing it is, they've got to give you something. So they give you the email. Okay. This works no matter what industry you're in, whether you're direct sales, network marketing, whether you're just building, if you're a digital content creator, whether you're an author, you're a realtor, it doesn't matter. The same concept applies. Okay. You're going to grow your email list through using a capture page or a landing page. Grab the email. And then I also want to teach you how to do an autoresponder. Okay. So that makes sense, guys. Are you guys following me so far? Just drop in the comments. Let me know if you are following me so far. All right. So we are done with this. Let me just go ahead and take that off. What I want to do is I'm going to take you guys on a little field trip today. We're going to look into MailChimp. And I also may show you a little bit of my BombBomb account, because they both can do the same thing. I'm more familiar with BombBomb than I am with MailChimp. Although my girlfriend, Laurie's watching. I did get her set up in MailChimp last month just because I used her as a guinea pig because it had been a while since I'd been in MailChimp. And what I found was that MailChimp was free, right? So I wanted to be able to give my team members something that they could use that was going to be able to get them out the gate fast without it costing them anything. So I played around in MailChimp a little bit, guys. Okay. So we're going to try this. I tried this a little earlier today and my internet was running a little slow, but we are going to see how we can do with this today. So first thing you want to do, go to MailChimp. So if you're taking notes, go into MailChimp, create a free account. Okay. Once you get inside there, this is what you're going to go to your home page. All right. And this is what we're going to find. So today, all we're talking about is creating your first, let me make this a little bit bigger, creating your first capture page or landing page and your auto response. Okay. Once your home screen comes up, we're going to click on, I'm going to show you a couple ways you can do this. You can click on create right here. You can also go down to where it says sign up landing page, but let's just click on create. All right. So I want to show you this menu here. Once you've opened up this page, now you're going to see where it says email, automations, website, landing page, creative assistant, and it even breaks things down right here. Sign up form, surveys. And I will tell you the difference between a sign up form and a survey is sign up form really is just going to capture, literally it's just capturing the basics. It's capturing name, email, and maybe phone number. Okay. And probably just name and email. If you create a survey, then you can actually create questions and all kinds of things, much like a Google form. Okay. And we're going to talk about that in just a second. All right. So what you want to do, you're going to click on this one right over here, build a landing page. We're going to keep it really, really simple today, guys. Really simple. We're going to name our landing page. Today, we're actually going to talk about, let's just do one that's really simple because I already have the pictures in here. We're going to do color foundation match. Okay. So that is the landing page that we're going to do. Let's just say that this is going to be your first freebie. You want to be able to give what is one of the things that women deal with if you're in the health and wellness or beauty industry? A lot of times women deal with, I need to find that perfect shade of foundation. So let's just use an example. We're going to do a foundation match, and that's going to be the freebie. You're offering them a free foundation match that they can do online. So we're just going to name it this one, just to keep it simple. All right. We're going to click begin. And then we're going to select the template that we want to use. Okay. So just to keep things really simple today, we're going to click right on this one that says grow your list. All right. So we're going to click on that one. So what we're going to do is we're just going to give it a headline. We're going to give it a little bit of a blurb of what we want to say here. And then we're going to create our form the way we want it to be. Okay. So I'm going to take off this logo for now. I'm going to take that off. And the thing I love, I'm going to take that out. The thing I love about MailChimp the most is because it has this amazing like drag and drop feature. So for example, we want to add a picture. So let's take this one that says image and we're going to drag it over here. And we're going to see where it says drop it. We're going to drop it. Bloop. Drop it right there. You guys like my sound effects? All right. So if you're commenting right now, guys, I can't see them because I'm over on another screen showing you this page here. All right. So now that we're able to actually put an image in here. So we're going to click on browse because we want to add a picture. Now I've already added some pictures into that you can see here. Let me see if you can see what I'm seeing. Okay. So I already added some pictures in here. If you didn't already have pictures in here, you're going to click on where it's right here where it says upload. Okay. So that's where you would upload a new picture. Since I already have them here, I'm just going to click on the picture I want and we're going to add it right in. We're going to insert it. Okay. So now we've got our picture. Very simple. Then what we want to do is we want to edit this area where it says a big enticing headline goes here. So right there, you're going to edit, click on the little pencil, and we're going to say something like find your perfect foundation match. That's just going to be, I'm just going with something very simple, guys. Okay. Just so that we don't keep you all day. You guys can come up with something creative, a little bit better. And then we're going to say a little bit more here. Okay. Okay. We're going to say, let's give that a capital. Are you ready to find your perfect shade of foundation? That's what we're going to say. Question mark. Fill out the quick form below and your quiz will be on its way. All right. So there, save that. Done and done. All right. So we're almost done with this, guys. So easy. Now we're going to go into this next block here. We're going to edit this on the pencil, click on the pencil, right? And what I want to know is I want to know their first name. I want to know their last name. And we've got their email address. And I want to know the phone number. So I'm going to ask them for the phone number. Okay. Now, the other thing is that sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I want the subscribe button because they may like, what am I subscribing to? You can certainly keep it there if you want to kind of give that implication that you're really wanting them to become a part of something. And that way you're like, they know that you're like there to kind of build that relationship, or you can change you can make that word say whatever you want. So over here on the right-hand side, this is where you kind of fix everything. So if you want that button to say something else other than subscribe, like let's just say I wanted to say submit. Okay. So now we've changed that. Now it's done. If you want to change the color of this submit button, you can change it to whatever color you want it to be by going over to the style button. So style is where you change colors on the form. So if we wanted to change this blue, if you can see it here on the screen, if we wanted to change it to a different color, you click on that and you can pick whatever color you want it to be. All right. So let's just say you want it to be more, I don't know, lighter blue or something. I don't know. Or you want it to be a different color altogether. You want it to be green or you want it to be purple. There you go. Okay. You can just make it whatever color you want. So that's how you do that. So I'm just going to save and close for now. Not that I wanted it to be purple, but you guys get my point. Let me just take a break for a second. So far, so good. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments and then I will get to them as I do see them. All right, so now let me just scroll up. So now you've got this form, okay? And you guys, I don't know, could you see when I showed you how to change that? Did you see that part? I don't like that purple on there. It's gonna bother me. So go style, and we're gonna change that color to something a little bit not so crazy. Let's see if we can find something a little bit more. And what I would normally do is I'm going to find something that's kind of close in color to like the picture. Like I want the aesthetic to be kind of similar to the picture that I'm using in that, in my form. Just something kind of neutral even. Okay. All right. So now that that is done, guys, the next thing that you want to do is you want to create an autoresponder. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to come down here. Do you see where it says on here on the right-hand side, it shows where you can, after the form is submitted. So see right here where it says send to. After form is submitted, send your visitors to, and then you can either give them an auto response that says like, thank you for submitting. I like to send them something a little bit more. Okay. I want to send them something like a web address, which can be another email, could be an email response. For this particular freebie, just because I'm using this one as an example, this one, you might have this one linked to the actual, like maybe you made a Google survey, like a Google form, and you did a survey. We have one here. So that's why I use this one as a quick, example. And so far, all right, guys, if you have any other questions, let me know. So what you're going to do is you're going to go over to that Google form. So let's say you have a Google form for this particular thing, because I know that we have them with my company. We have this amazing foundation match quiz. Now, why am I doing this in a capture form, and why am I not just using the Google form? You're like, Susan, you can just send them the Google form, and then you're going to get their email address that way. You could do that. Let me just make my screen a little smaller for a second. You could do that. But the reason why I want to capture their email address in a platform is because I want to be able to tell it where it's going to go. So once they submit that form, I will have different contact lists. So for example, I might have one contact list that's like foundation match. I might have one contact list that is for the company that I'm partnered with. So that way I can tell those contacts where I want them to go, and they're already in one system. With Google Forms, you have to get like all kinds of weird add-ons. You can capture their email, and you will have an Excel spreadsheet where you can see all of the names and all of the email addresses, but I don't want to have to worry about waiting to get notified that somebody filled out my form. And then I have to go in and I have to actually reach out to each of those people individually. With something like when you have a service where you can do auto responses, that they're going to get an auto response. Now you're still going to get a notification once they filled out a Google form, and you can still reach out to those people for sure, because you want to start building a relationship with them, having conversation. But I also want them in my email platform. So that way, when I want to reach out to them on a regular basis, or if I want to create automations and I want to stay in touch with them from week to week, I have them in one place already in a group, like in a contact list. Okay. Does that make sense? It just saves you so much time in the long run. And you're going to be able to do so many more things like create campaigns. You're going to be able to create automations. And that's a training for a whole nother day that we'll go over at another time. So let me just show you what it is that they would see when they click on. I'm going to share my screen again, guys. Okay. So once they hit submit, when they hit the submit button, this is what will pop up for them. Okay. Let me share my screen. And okay. So once they put in their name, their email address, blah, 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 what's going to happen is share my screen. Okay. This is one example. So for this particular, make it bigger for you guys. For this particular example, what will happen is once they hit submit, this color match quiz gets automatically sent to them. Okay. So then they can now fill it out, and you can also create. So not only is this going to pop up on their phone, you can also create to where this gets sent directly to their email as well. Okay. So I'm going to give you another example. I'm going to take you on a journey with me. So now that we understand how to, let me take this off for a second. So now that we understand how to create the landing page, right, and create the autoresponder, you're going to just basically grab the URL, which is what I shared with you guys. If you want to take them to another web, if you want the auto response to take them somewhere else, grab that web URL code and put it in where I showed you on the email or on the MailChimp. But I'm going to show you another example. Okay, hold on one second. Let me open up my screen again. So let's go on a field trip to my BombBomb account. So you guys can see another example of an auto response and the power of it. Okay, this is the part that excites me the most. And this is how I was able to add so many team members and sell product, which got people excited about purchasing product, which in turn led them to want to partner. Okay, so let me share my screen. Sorry guys, there's a lot of like working parts here. So let's go over here to my forms. Okay, share screen. Okay, all right. So this is my BombBomb account, guys. You can do the exact same thing in the MailChimp. The only reason I'm showing you my BombBomb account is because they're already done here. So I want to show you some examples of the power of, like, for example, let's just say we're going to pick something here. Hold on. All right, let's just say we're going to go over to 5 benefits of collagen. So let's just open up the preview on this one. So let's just say somebody saw this. I posted something about this on Facebook. I, created a post and said, hey, grab your free guide, 5 key benefits of collagen, a woman's health guide to radiant skin and optimal health. I'd be like, that sounds interesting. I think I want to grab that. Okay, so this would be an example of another freebie offer that I would have. Okay, so 5 key benefits of collagen, grab your free guide to a more healthy and beautiful you. Okay, so then it says, inside this guide, I'm sharing 5 critical benefits every woman needs to know about collagen, as well as the 3 easiest ways to incorporate collagen into your daily routine. There is also a self-care intentions tracker, daily water intake tracker, and so much more. So what they're going to do is they're going to put in their information right in here, email address, phone number, and then once they hit submit, this is what's going to happen. Okay, they're going to get this auto response that I set up just exactly the same way I shared with you in the MailChimp account. So now they are actually going to get, make sure I'm in the right page here. They're actually going to get the thing. So this is the thing, right? So this is the guide that I promised. So they're getting the freebie guide. And now I'm saying, okay, check out my top rated collagen products of choice here. And if they click on this link, it takes them to my website. Okay. Then I also give them a chance. Hey, would you like some samples of skincare? Try this here, and they can click on that and they can get some free samples. So the cool thing is that you're taking them on a journey. So you're giving them the free thing. You've led with value. You've offered something free. You're giving them the free thing, right? And now you can kind of ask for the sale, right? Now you can say, hey, and by the way, if you'd like to see the products I'm currently using that I love, click here. So then they click there. If they want some free samples, click here. They can click there. And now I also have their email address. So like I said, then they get put into a contact list for whatever it was, whatever survey that they filled out with, they're going to get put into that contact list, but they're also going to get funneled into a main contact list for whatever company I've partnered with. So that way now each week they're going to be getting, or every few days, they might get an email from me talking about some more value, some content. It might be a video. It could be a little tutorial. It's going to be just whatever I want it to be. And that's where we start to develop the relationship. And again, it's all about really making some deposits before you can ever ask for some withdrawals, getting them to know, like, and trust you, right? So let me ask you this, guys. Do you feel like you could go onto MailChimp today and that you would be able to create your very first capture page? Did it look like that was something that was easy enough for you to do? And remember, today was really just about how do I create the landing page and how do I create an auto response? Do you feel like that's something that would be pretty simple for you to do? And if not, guys, you can reach out to me anytime for sure. Ask me any questions that you might have. But I do hope that you found that helpful. And there's a lot. You do think that you can. Okay, Erin, that's awesome. And like I said, take a look at the different platforms. I looked at a few. I did like MailChimp. I think Constant Contact was pretty simple to use as well. And then of course, BombBomb, I do feel like for me personally, I like it the most just because of the capabilities that it gives you with creating video and all kinds of things in there. But MailChimp works just as easily. Where do I put the landing? Oh, good question. That's not a dumb question. Very good question. So thank you for asking. So I was actually going to tell you that too. So if you go, like, for example, to my Facebook page, you will see how I use them. So this is why I said you want to have a Canva account. You want to create some type of a digital graphic, right? So digital graphic. So for example, let me see if I can find some. Let's go back here. So in Canva, let's see here. These are the examples of some things that I created. So let's just say that I created this one. So I would, and Erin, you can go back to my Facebook page, scroll back through. Even if you click on photos, I will post on Facebook, Instagram, whatever platforms you're on. And then I'll also make some kind of blurb. So I'll make a blurb and then I put this picture, right? And so and then I also have a link. So you grab whatever your MailChimp link is or your Constant Contact link, there will be a link that you can take that link and then you would put that in the Facebook post. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. Yay, I'm so excited. I'm so glad. Guys, once you start dabbling in this world, and I only shared with you guys this much today, it would take us a long time to go through all the ins and outs, but it's the most effective, most powerful. And Erin, I can also talk to you a little bit more, but guys, seriously, here's what I want you to do. Go to my Facebook page. It's Susan Norman. Just go to my personal page. I think that some of them may be on my Makeup Mimi page as well. If you scroll back through there, you'll find all of these ones that I just shared with you. Go on a journey. Click on those. Like what I want you, this is how I learned things, guys, because I'm self-taught with all of these things, okay? Because my brain always works. There's got to be a better way to read people, to offer value, to build a relationship. Because I don't know about you, but I am an introvert by nature. And I also never wanted to come across as somebody that was disingenuous and that I didn't care. And I want to help my target audience, the people that genuinely want what it is that I have to offer, as I know that you do too, right? And I wanted to do it in a way where people were coming to me, whereas I wasn't, because the biggest pet peeve of mine, I'm going to be very honest and transparent with you guys, and we're all guilty of it when we knew nothing about nothing and we didn't know any better. But one thing that I really do not like, and this is coming from somebody with 30 years of direct sales experience, if I don't have a relationship with you, I do not like for people to reach out to me in a private Facebook message asking me to post something for their business. And it's not because I'm not about women empowerment, because I am. I'm all about that. But to me, it's very disingenuous when you reach out to somebody that you don't even know and you ask them to help you with their business. You've got to build a relationship first, okay? You've got to build a relationship first. And that's why I said you've got to be willing to serve and you've got to be willing to make deposits before you ever make withdrawals. So did it take time for me to create those freebies? Yeah, it did. But I want to stand out from everyone else in my industry as an expert and somebody that's a leader, that's leading the way, right? And doing it in a way that I'm helping people to solve a problem. How do you respond to that? Oh my gosh, Laurie. Okay, couple things. Sometimes I don't at all, which is very interesting because I had a situation this past week where somebody did that. I did not respond. And then they responded with a different request about 5 days later. And I didn't respond. But the business coach side of me now, girls, one of the things I do pretty regularly throughout the week is I also am an international business coach. So I speak to women all over the world that are wanting to grow their online presence and just, take their business to the next level. And so the business coach in me wants to just say, because I probably would say, hey, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. I don't know, or I might even may even just say, hey, would you like my professional, advice on, of a more effective way that you might be able to reach some more people like that. Like my heart is always about how can I help them actually do better? Sometimes I get so inundated and I have so much going on that I just couldn't possibly reply to everything. But my point is I want you guys to understand you can be so much more effective when you lead with value and you want people coming to you, right? And again, I used to do that years and years ago, probably back when I first got started and got on Facebook, like back in 2008, 2010, when we didn't know any better. And everybody was just inboxing everybody and be like, oh my gosh, I'm in this challenge to do XYZ. Can you help me out? Like complete strangers. And guys, I'm telling you right now, that might work for a minute, very minute percentage of people. But for the most part, people are so inundated that it actually is irritating, okay? Especially if you don't have a relationship with somebody. So by using the technique that I am shared with you today, if you just hopped on, guys, it is what helped me to rank advance 5 times in my first 2 weeks with my network marketing company that I'm with, direct sales company that I'm with right now currently. And I did not reach out to any one of them. And if you are one of those women today that is on my team because you saw one of my freebies, or maybe you've been following me, or maybe you are like, yes, Susan is somebody that leads with value. If you are one of those people and you're watching today, can you do me a favor and just let the girls in? Let them know, put a comment in the comments so that they know and understand that I am like God's honest truth. Did I reach out to any one of you personally, or did you reach out to me first? I want you to be honest about that. Okay. I think my daughter was the only one that lives in my house, and we both teamed up together within a couple of days apart. Aaron, you're one of them. Who else? Who else is watching? I can see a couple of you on here already. So you could do the very same thing. Set yourself apart, set yourself out, as a leader in your industry, create some value. Yes, exactly. And also, like I said, give them something for free. Okay. So I do believe that you can go to Canva today, truly. Think about in your mind. Here's what I want you to do. I'm going to give you an assignment because I want to help stretch and grow you. I don't care what company you're with. I don't care what brand you're building. I want to encourage you. I want you to think about who is your target audience today. What is maybe a problem that your target audience might have that your product can solve for them? And I want you to start thinking about what can you create using your area of expertise. What could you create for them? Like I said, it could be like a 2-page quick tips guide of some sort. And then open up a free Canva account. And I always just go through and I look at like all of their workbooks or like their digital content, and I'll take a template that's already done. And then I take all the pictures out, I take all the content out, and I make it my own. I'll change up the colors, but I will create everything literally myself from scratch. I add in all my own. And that's another day, guys. I will come back another day, I promise, and I'll show you how to use Canva. It is so very user-friendly, guys, very user-friendly. Just play around in there. And I want you to kind of figure out what is your first freebie going to be, like your authentic first freebie, something that means a lot to you. Okay. And then how can you get that out there? All right. Laurie, I see you waving your hand. You're another one. I know for sure you are. So girls, it works. Trust me when I tell you it works. And I think if it's just one person here or there, then I wouldn't say it works. But when you have 12 people join you in your first few weeks, because of using systems like this, I think that I could say that it's definitely a strategy that works for sure. Okay, so give it a shot. All right, guys, feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. Thanks for hopping on today. I love you so much, my friends. Have an absolutely incredible day. And if there's something that you want to learn more about specifically when it comes to technology or platforms or anything like that, just go ahead and drop that right in the comments, okay? And I will see you guys next time. Bye.